I'm 80 years old, and the decision that quietly ruined my life didn't look dangerous when I made it. It didn't feel reckless. It felt responsible, sensible, mature. From the outside, my life still looks respectable. I worked hard. I stayed disciplined. I avoided obvious mistakes. People say I did things the right way, but here's the truth that keeps me awake at night. Everything society praised me for slowly erased my life. Career, patience, endurance, saving everything for later. It was all a trap, a clean, well-organized trap. And the first person I failed wasn't my wife. It wasn't my children. It was myself, the younger version of me who still knew how to feel present. My daughter's name is Anna. I still see her standing near the door, shoes on, waiting for me to finish something that always felt urgent. I used to say, "Give me a minute." I thought minutes were harmless. I didn't understand that enough of them can empty a life. For decades, I hid behind a virtue no one questions: responsibility. I told myself being a good man meant being reliable at all costs, that being a good father meant providing stability, not attention. I believed love was proven through sacrifice, not presence, through long hours, not shared ones. I convinced myself that if I carried the weight quietly, everyone else would benefit. I thought ignoring my own needs was strength. That exhaustion meant I was doing something right, and the world rewarded me for it. Promotions came, praise followed. People trusted me with more work, more pressure, more of my time. Every absence had a justification. Every missed moment had a reason. I told myself this wasn't neglect, it was responsibility. I was doing it for them. There was a moment when I thought I had won. I remember it clearly, standing alone in a house that was finally paid off. Quiet, orderly, everything in its place. No chaos, no urgency. I had reached a position people respected, a life people envied. I felt relief, not joy. Relief that the struggle had been worth it. I told myself, now I can slow down, now I can live. What I didn't notice was how little life was left waiting for me. Routine swallowed everything. Wake up, work, come home tired, repeat. Years passed without asking permission, and every time something inside me whispered that this wasn't right, I answered with the same promise: just a little more, one more year. Tomorrow will be easier. Tomorrow became my favorite word. It sounded safe, responsible, adult. I didn't know tomorrow was where I was hiding while my life was happening somewhere else. The moment everything stopped didn't come with drama, no argument, no loss you could point to. It came as silence. One afternoon, alone in the house, I opened a drawer looking for something ordinary, and there it was, a child's drawing, faded crayon. Me and Anna holding hands under a sun that was too big for the page. On the back, in my wife's handwriting, were words that ended every excuse I ever had. She waited. I sat there holding that paper, and the truth finally landed. The finish line I'd been chasing never existed. It kept moving because it was never meant to be reached. And the people I loved didn't wait forever. That's when I understood. I hadn't lost my life loudly. I gave it away quietly, one responsible decision at a time. For most of my life, I hid behind a virtue that no one ever questions: responsibility. It sounded clean, solid, mature. I told myself that being a good man meant being dependable at any cost, that being a good father meant making sure my family never lacked anything practical. Bills paid on time, plans made in advance, problems handled quietly so no one else had to worry. I believed love was something you proved by removing risk, not by showing up, by carrying weight, not by slowing down. I thought my job was to hold everything together, even if it meant disappearing inside that role. I built a story and lived inside it for decades. Work hard now so you can relax later. Sacrifice today so tomorrow will be secure. Delay yourself so others can be comfortable. I told myself children don't need your time as much as they need stability. That presence could be replaced with provision. That listening could wait. That affection would still be there when things finally calmed down. Every time a quiet doubt surfaced, I silenced it with logic. This is what responsible people do. This is adulthood. One day they'll understand. One day they'll appreciate what I gave up. The world made that lie easy to believe. It rewarded me for it. Promotions came, praise followed. People trusted me because I was always available for work, always composed, always reliable. I wore exhaustion like a badge of honor. I told myself that being tired meant I was necessary, useful, good. Every missed dinner had a reason. Every absence had an explanation that sounded reasonable enough to repeat without guilt. I never asked who was paying the price for my discipline. I assumed it was me. There was a moment when I truly believed I had won. I remember it clearly because it felt like an ending. I was standing in a house that was finally paid off. Quiet, orderly, everything in its place. No chaos, no urgency. I had reached a position people respected, a life people envied. I remember standing there alone, feeling relief instead of joy. Relief that the struggle had been worth it. Relief that I had proven myself. I told myself, this is it. I've built what I was supposed to build. Now I can slow down. Now I can be present. What I didn't realize was that presence isn't something you turn on after the fact. And by the time I thought I had earned it, there was very little left that needed me. Routine did the rest quietly. Wake up early, work through meals, bring work home, fall asleep believing fatigue meant I had done something right. Days blended into years without asking permission. And every time someone wanted more of me, I answered with the same promise. Just a little more. Just get through this. Just one more year. Then things will be easier. Tomorrow became my favorite word. It sounded responsible, safe, adult. Tomorrow gave me permission to ignore today without feeling like a failure. I truly believed tomorrow was guaranteed, that health would hold, that relationships were elastic, that love could be paused and resumed without damage. I thought balance was something you earned after suffering long enough. I didn't understand that life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It keeps moving while you're busy proving yourself. And the most dangerous part of that noble lie was that it didn't look like failure. It looked like virtue. It earned respect. It earned applause. And it quietly trained me to trade my life away one sensible decision at a time. The moment everything stopped didn't arrive with drama. No shouting, no collapse, no phone call that split my life in two. It came as silence, ordinary, almost polite silence. I came home earlier than usual one afternoon, not because I chose to, but because there was nothing left that day that demanded me. The house didn't react. It didn't feel surprised to see me. It felt settled, as if it had already learned how to exist without my presence. I stood in the hallway longer than I should have, keys still in my hand, listening for something that never came. That's when the clock stopped. Not the one on the wall, the one inside me. I I went into the spare room to clean out a drawer. I told myself I was being productive, practical, that old habit again. I wasn't looking for memories, I was looking for space. My hand touched something soft at the back of the drawer, tucked under things we keep because throwing them away feels wrong. I pulled it out slowly. It was a drawing, crayon, faded colors, paper worn thin from age. My daughter Anna, small, stick arms, a crooked smile. Next to her, a taller figure that was clearly meant to be me. We were holding hands. Above us, a sun too large for the page, the way children draw hope when they don't know how else to say it. I turned the paper over. On the back, in my wife's handwriting, were 2 words that dismantled every excuse I had ever built. She waited. No anger, no explanation, just a fact. I sat down on the edge of the bed with that paper in my hands, and for a moment I couldn't breathe. That single page weighed more than my house, my career, my reputation, more than every plan I ever made. It carried every afternoon I said, "Not now." Every evening I chose later, every promise I believed time would honor for me. In that moment, I finally understood something I had avoided my entire life. The finish line I had been chasing never existed. Every time I thought I was close, it moved, because it was designed to move. There was always another responsibility, another reason to delay, another sensible explanation for not being present, and the people I loved were never meant to stand still while I chased it. They lived, they grew, they learned how to move forward without waiting for me. I had been running toward a future that required everyone else to pause their lives indefinitely. They didn't, and they shouldn't have. Sitting there with that drawing in my hands, I saw my life without its protective stories for the first time. All the just one more year promises, all the belief that tomorrow was guaranteed. Tomorrow isn't a place you arrive, it's a place you hide. And while I was hiding there, life was happening somewhere else. People don't wait forever. Love doesn't pause. Attention doesn't store itself for later use. That was the moment the truth finally landed. I hadn't lost my life in one terrible mistake. I had given it away quietly, carefully, one responsible decision at a time. You can rebuild money. I've seen people lose everything and earn it back. You can rebuild a career too. You can find a new title, a new office, a new place where people nod when you speak. You can rebuild order. You can reorganize your home, clean every drawer, make everything look calm and controlled. But you cannot rebuild what you missed while you were busy being responsible. You cannot buy back the exact moment your daughter needed you and you weren't there. You cannot earn back the small, ordinary closeness that is built only through repetition, through showing up, through being present when nothing dramatic is happening. Time is the only resource that doesn't return. It doesn't accept repayment. It doesn't care that you meant well. It simply moves forward, and it leaves you with whatever you chose to nurture while it was passing. Anna is grown now, and she is kind to me. That's what people say when they don't want to admit the truth. She's polite. She calls. She asks how I'm doing. She tells me the basics. Work is fine. The kids are fine. Life is busy. We talk about weather and schedules and safe topics that don't require trust. She doesn't share her fears with me. She doesn't tell me what keeps her awake at night. I don't know the private parts of her life, the parts a daughter shares with a father she feels truly close to. And I can't blame her. I trained her to carry her world without me, slowly, quietly, one not now at a time. I lost the right to her inner life without a fight, without a dramatic goodbye. I lost it the way you lose hearing so gradually that one day you realize you've been nodding along to things you can't truly understand. And the world I gave myself to moved on faster than I ever expected. When I stepped back, there were handshakes, compliments. People told me I'd earned my rest. For a brief moment, I believed I mattered. Then the calls stopped. The emails stopped. The machine kept running like I was never there. That's not bitterness, that's reality. Institutions don't love you. They use you while you're useful, then they replace you. And if you trade your life for their approval, you will eventually hear the sound of being forgotten. It's not loud, it's just quiet. And it arrives sooner than you think. There's another kind of loss that doesn't get talked about. When you lose the people who witnessed your younger self, you lose parts of your own story. My wife used to remember me before I hardened into this reliable man. She remembered how I laughed when I didn't measure every minute. She remembered who I was before I became busy as a personality. When that witness fades, your past becomes thinner. Your memories become less certain. You start feeling like your own life belongs to someone else. That's what it means to become a ghost. You're present, but not essential. Included, but not central. Respected, but not needed. And you finally understand the price was never money. It was closeness. It was moments. It was the simple comfort of being someone's first call instead of their polite obligation. Listen to me now, not as a story you play in the background, not as something you nod at and forget. Listen to me as a man who reached the end and finally understands what all those years were hiding. I know you're tired. I know you're telling yourself you've earned the right to shut down tonight. I know you think you just need this next bonus, this next project, this next stretch of discipline so your family can finally relax. I know you believe you'll call your parents on the weekend, that you'll spend real time with your kids when work slows down, that you'll be present when things calm down. I believed every one of those thoughts. They sounded reasonable, responsible, adult, and they quietly took my life away. Here's the part that still follows me into the quiet hours. There is no warning when the last chance passes, no alarm, no announcement. One day you're busy, then you're distracted. And then without realizing it, you're no longer essential. The people you love don't stop caring, they stop waiting, not because they're cruel, because life teaches them to keep moving. And once that shift happens, something changes that doesn't fully come back. So listen carefully. Close the laptop, not later, not after one more message. Close it now. If you're still at work, go home. If you're already home, put the phone down and sit next to the person you love without trying to fix anything or prove anything. Make the call you keep postponing, not tomorrow, today. Say the awkward thing. Ask the question you're afraid of. Show up even if you're exhausted, quiet, and unsure of what to say. Presence is not performance. It's simply being there while it still matters. I'm not telling you to abandon responsibility. I'm telling you to stop trading what cannot be replaced for things that can. Your job will survive without your extra hours. The world will move on without you faster than you think. Your family will not, at least not at first. And once they learn how to live without you, that lesson is hard to undo. If you're still listening, I want to ask you for something, not for attention, not for numbers. Subscribe, because I don't have many years left, and this is everything I learned too late. Leave a comment and write the name of the person you will reach out to today. Give me your word, and if this reached something inside you, share it, not for me, for the person who is right now making the same quiet mistake I made decades ago. Don't wait 50 years to understand this, because unlike me, you still have time.